Hi guys, my name's Amna and I'm here to help you understand how to find your personal style for this video. As always, I'm not trying to tell you how to dress, it's all about finding confidence, and that's where I want to help and guide you if you're someone that's looking for advice on how to find your personal style. So I'm going to give you some of my top tips in trying to find your own fashion identity. Number one is to understand what your body type is and how to dress for it. The reason why I say that is because it's really important to know what kind of clothes you're going to go out and look for, what kind of style that you want. Is it more avant-garde, or is it more minimalist, or is it something that you want that's like more skin tight? Being able to identify what your body type is and how to dress for that style based on that is going to be really key to finding out what your personal style is, because it might be that you really like the look of someone and someone that you follow, but when you dress for yourself in those same clothes, it's not going to look quite right, because it's all about finding harmony with your own body shape and type. So number two is to figure out what your uniform is. So what's your everyday thing that you tend to go to? If you don't know what your uniform is, just have a look at like the kind of stuff that you wear right now. Do you dress for comfort? Do you tend to dress for a more corporate role, or are you more of a creative? What is like your uniform? Finding your uniform is going to be really important. One, it'll be quite a sustainable option. You'll save yourself money when you understand what your staples are going to be, and then you can just style that up. The third thing would be to find someone that you draw inspiration from. Me personally, I don't really have anyone that I draw inspiration from for my style directly. I go quite intuitively of what I like, but if you're someone that's really struggling with figuring out what their fashion identity is and not sure where to draw your inspiration from, then you should look at like, you know, is there a celebrity that you really like or you really think can dress for themselves? Also look at celebrities or influencers that know their body type and can dress for their body type. And then what I would do is look at the kind of style that you like in some kind of influencer. I don't mean influencer just like an Instagram influencer, but someone that influences you. Make sure you have someone that you can draw inspiration from. It's really good to have someone that you know whose style that you love, and you can always draw inspiration from what they like, especially if it's someone that is very confident. So whether it is like something off the runways, whether it is like your favorite brand and you look at their lookbook, or whether it is an Instagram follower or a celebrity, just find someone that you really draw inspiration from and really value the way they dress, because you can start imitating that style until you figure out what you like. Just make sure that they have something similar to you or a style that you want to evolve into, and then as you get more comfortable with your style, you can start dressing more and more like them. And then when you do that, you'll also find your own kind of fashion identity, and you'll find more confidence in styling pieces for yourself. Another key thing I would say is to define and understand what your colour palette is. So for me, I know that I'm not a pastel kind of person. I do like neutral tones, but my neutral tones are more black and more white. So it's like understanding what your colour palette is. Are you a maximalist? Are you someone that's more of a minimalist? Or are you someone that can be a bit of both? And you want to try and identify. So even if blue is a colour that suits you, there's certain shades of blue that won't. So just making sure that you understand what colour suits you is going to be key to finding your personal style, because the more of the right choices you make, the more confidence you have in something suiting you. If you are more of a warm tone, bold colours are going to look so good on you. Pastel colours, it depends on like your hairstyle, your hair colour. If you've got more of a bold hairstyle, then I would say that you can't really wear colours that clash with it. If you have red hair, then look at the red colour wheel and see what that kind of colours are really cool when you contrast with red. What you want to identify is, do deeper colours suit you better than pastel colours suit you better than deeper colours? It all really depends, but there's some people that can really pull off all looks. But for instance, if I was on the paler side, I wouldn't be looking at tones that were going to drain me out. I wouldn't be looking at nudes or anything like that. I'd want some bold colours to create like a statement, or something that contrasts with my skin, or something that matches with it. Or if you're going through phases, if you're someone that loves different colours of hair, like my sister loves green, then you want to make sure that whatever colour that you're wearing is a really good contrast and a really good match with that green. For instance, if you're darker coloured and more warm toned, you can probably pull off quite a lot of bold colours and very contrasting, like neutral colours as well. So yeah, I would just try and understand what your colour palette is, what's your favourite colour. Also have fun with it as well, like what colour brings you joy? Is there patterns that you love? Are you more of a maximalist with it? Just have fun with it and experiment with like what you think and what you think you would look good in and what you like. But just always key is to make sure that nothing drains you of colour and nothing looks too crazy. But I think you can do more of the too crazy part. You just don't want to look drained of anything when it comes to colour. So when you're finding your own style, don't fall into the trap of following trends. Trends are cool, but when you're looking at fast fashion trends, there's about 38 like fast fashion trends a year. Do not be buying into them. Trends are not timeless classical style. They can be quite cool, but you want to identify what your style is. So don't jump onto the trends bandwagon, because that's not it for you. And elaborating on the don't follow trends part is just understanding, like, you know, what kind of cuts suit you. Is it, for me, like I said, I like to keep my length and my height, so I will always go for longer coats. But if you're someone that is on the shorter side, you maybe don't want to look drenched in a longer coat, so you would go for like more of an ankle length cut coat. So that's what I mean by don't follow trends. Don't just buy something because knee-high boots looks good on someone that you see on Instagram when it might not look good in you. Just make sure that you're always going back to what your style is, and I would try and identify like what are the 3 key words to describe your style or the kind of style that you want to have. And if something feels like, is this a trend or is this something that I would genuinely enjoy, just bring it back to those 3 words that you want to articulate your style with and see if it fits in with them. And then that way you know if it's just a trend or a fad, or if it's something that is genuinely resonates with you. My 6th tip for understanding your personal style is, we've spoken about base layers and having those staple pieces, but have fun in the styling. Styling is what's going to bring out your actual personal style. There's so many ways to style outfits. You know, is gold your thing? Is silver your thing? Is a clash of both your thing? Do you like pops of colour? Do you like crazy like jewellery, or do you like being a bit more sensual with like lace gloves? Do you like bold earrings? It's all about the details, really are, in the styling when it comes to personal style. So just have fun with it when you see something when you're on holiday, or if you see something in a shop and you're like, I really like that, and it can add to your outfit. Once you've got like the perfect kind of capsule wardrobe and you understand your personal style in terms of clothing, the styling pieces are going to be so much fun to play around with and create different looks all the time. So have fun with the styling is my number 6 tip. Yeah. So the last tip for me would be to have fun with your style. Actually go out and do some research and look at Pinterest boards. I love using mood boards. It's just, I'm a creative person, so I love like curating things. Mood boards for me, and I especially love Pinterest. When you see some styles, just add it and collect it into like a collection of what you want, whether it's like your autumn winter wardrobe, your spring summer wardrobe, your summer wardrobe, whatever it is. Just like start curating like all these different things that you like, and then you'll visually be able to see if the pieces that you like fit well together. So yeah, just have fun with it. And again, just when it comes to finding your personal style, just follow these tips. Let me know how you get on. Again, there's so much more that I can share with you, but I feel like I need to be in conversation. I think I'd be better in a podcast setting with this instead of talking to the camera. So follow the tips, see what you think, to go back through them quite quickly. It's finding what your body type is and being able to dress for it. Understanding what your everyday uniform is going to be, whether you're dressing for comfort or whether you're dressing for creating a killer look all the time, or whether you're dressing for someone that's really hot or cold. Figure that one out. Try and find someone that you can draw inspiration from. Preferably it would be someone that has a similar kind of body type or the kind of style that you love, and then you can figure out a way to match them up together. Defining your colour palette, understand what your colour palette is and what suits you, and making sure that you are not you're not being drained by a colour, and any colour that you wear complements you. And there's different ranges and different hues of each colour, so you might not think green suits you, but you could have a pastel green, sage green that suits you, or you could have a really amazing gorgeous emerald green that suits you. So don't be put off the colour as such, because there are different hues to each colours. Don't follow trends is the other one. Make sure that you are staying true to what your style is. You're obviously on my YouTube channel to figure out what your personal style is. Don't fall into the trap of thinking you need to jump onto every trend, because that's just a marketing ploy. You want to figure out what your style is. So if it's something that's trending and it doesn't actually quite suit you, don't buy it or don't think about it. Create a list of 3 words that define your style or the style that you want to have, and make sure that whatever you buy kind of fits into those words, and then you'll figure that out. And then also making sure that you have fun in the styling. The devil is in the details. I hate that is actually really quite cringy, but it's true. The devil is in the details. That's where your personal style will really come out. Make sure you are having fun with your styling and just changing it up, because if you've got some good bases, you'll be able to create so many cool looks based on the little details of styling. And then the last one is to create mood boards, have fun with it, and look at others for inspiration. Bye.